Update.
It's Wednesday. Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Randy Stone with your Midday Ark-La-Miss update. Well, detectives say 45-year-old Daniel Parker was accused of inappropriately touching a juvenile member of the church. During that investigation, detectives learned of another victim and similar crimes that were taking place at the church in Parker's home as far back as 2020. Parker surrendered to deputies and was booked into the Union Parish Detention Center. He now faces 6 counts of sexual battery and 6 counts of indecent behavior with juveniles. Well, dry conditions and high winds continue in the Ark-La-Miss, which leaves us all vulnerable to wildfires. NBC 10's Haley Hines sat down with local fire officials to get some tips on staying safe.
Northeast Louisiana residents are experiencing strong winds and dry conditions, and one element that doesn't mix well under those conditions is fire. We spoke with a local fire investigator on ways to stay safe this season.
The old adage, you know, how March comes in like a lion and out like a lamb. We're in that line period right now. The winds are blowing. We have lots of foliage from the wintertime that has died, and the grass is readily available to burn.
During this time, many people may want to get a head start on outdoor spring cleaning, but it is important to know the risks that are associated with burning. We spoke with Chief Dusty Harris from Ouachita Parish Fire Department on the potential risk.
You do choose to burn right now, that you can be held responsible for that fire. If that fire is to leave your property and go onto somebody else's property and do some damage, then you could be held liable for that property.
We also asked Chief Harris for tips on safety with the current conditions.
The biggest tip right now is just to don't even have a fire if you can avoid it. Another tip is that if you can't avoid having a fire and you must have a fire, then pull a water hose out and make sure that you have a water hose ready, available before you start burning.
Harris also mentioned that there are ordinances in Ouachita Parish that prevent burning within 100 feet of a recognized residential or commercial structure, and that you cannot burn garbage within a recognized subdivision. For your Ark-La-Miss news source, I'm Haley Hines.
For your local election headquarters, the race for mayor of Monroe is heating up. One of the candidates received a big endorsement yesterday. The local Animated Transit Union officially endorsed Betty Ward Cooper at yesterday's press conference. Now, this union is made up of public transportation workers in Monroe. They believe Ward Cooper is the right person to take over as mayor.
And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Chase Ward.
We do have a wind advisory that will be expiring later on today. We will see winds continue to stay breezy as we go into this afternoon, and we will continue with the cloudy conditions, and temperatures are just going to kind of keep falling as we did have a cold front pass through during the morning hours. As that's in place, we'll see the winds continue to shift out of the northwest, and it will still be breezy, and we will see temperatures start dropping down, especially overnight tonight. Once we hit close towards midnight, we could possibly see some patchy showers pop up along the I-20 corridor, and then as we go into early 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, we could see some scattered showers from Jonesville towards Winfield along I-49, and then we're expecting another disturbance to pop up more showers and potentially more thunderstorms going into around lunchtime for Thursday, and we could even see some more scattered activity going into Thursday evening. But again, not expecting any severe weather with any of these thunderstorms, and excessive rainfall is not expected. If anything, the rainfall we pick up will be mainly beneficial, and we'll continue with the cloudy conditions. Will be a tad drier as we get closer towards Friday and into the early parts of the weekend. Betting a low of 43 degrees for tonight. Winds will continue to stay breezy. We could see some wind chills get down to near the freezing mark for parts of South Arkansas, and tomorrow's highs will stay mainly in the mid-50s, so definitely a big cool down thanks to that cold front that we saw today. Now, as we look at the rest of the week, we'll be a bit drier for Saturday, but for Sunday, Monday next week, we'll see some showers and thunderstorms return, temperatures back up to the upper 70s.
And that is it for our midday update. NBC News Daily continues now. Be aware of those burn bans. Check on your neighbors and pets. Let's be kind to each other, most importantly, and God bless us all. I'll see you tomorrow.